Well, hello. Today's video, we are going to be doing a review on a GPS navigation system. All right, so I was contacted. I've done a couple of reviews. They're not paid reviews. I actually have the product that's sent out to me, and I just I use it. You know, one of the last products that I had was a tire pressure monitoring system that I put on my father-in-law's Jeep Patriot, and that's actually it's a really good product, and he uses it. It checks his tire pressure, tire temperature. And it's solar powered. So I'll put a little, I think it's on that side. I'll put a little link so that you can watch that video if you want to. But today I'm working with a GPS navigation system. I'm going to do an unboxing, and I'm going to go ahead and give you my honest opinion about, on it. All right, so this is the GPS, the TPMS navigation system. And it's a pretty big monitor. I'm not sure how many inches it is, but it's a pretty good size system. So if we can turn it on, batteries there. Can be used in any country. It's pretty quick, loads up quickly. Navigation. Might have to be outside. I'm currently in my garage. I'm actually rearranging things in my garage, so I don't have my regular workbench. That's why I'm using this right now. Destination. Country, say USA. So it's waiting for a GPS signal. We'll go ahead and I'll install it in the car, and then we'll see how it goes from there. Well, let's see what else is in the box. Looks like it's the mounting bracket, your USB or your cigarette lighter, an extra cable, and your mount. All right, so here we are with the unit. It's got 8 gigabytes, I think, built-in memory. So you have a couple of different functions. Supposedly it's voice activated. You can actually tell it what your address is. There's an earphone jack, in case you want to use that. But
take the next right.
It's got a battery in it, so
take the next right.
It's got a battery in it, so you can most likely use it to, walk around with it, or maybe if you're on a bicycle, you might be able to, put it on your bicycle or your motorcycle as a matter of fact. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to install it here and see how it looks. All right, so as you can see, it's giving me the instructions. The GPS picked up as soon as I got outside.
Calculating route.
The antenna, the GPS antenna, picked up the signal, and everything was pretty straightforward. It's recalculating the route because I'm going in the wrong direction, away from Pennsylvania Avenue in DC. But it's pretty clear. It's it's obviously
up 500 feet. Turn back at the roundabout, taking the 4th exit.
It's a 7-inch display, so it's a really, really big display. And it's pretty bright. I like the fact that it has a battery to it, so even if it's disconnected, it'll still work.
Exit.
All right, let's see what the menus have. Trip monitor, picture viewer. There's music player. I guess you can save if you plug it into your computer. There's a cable that comes with it, so I'm sure you can plug it into computer. Maybe add some of your tunes to it. Fuel consumption, interesting. How does that work? So these are just some of the features. Calculator. So, you can put your destination here. That's where we were before. Find places. Maybe we can do a hotel. Yeah. So there's a lot of information there. All right, so we got to the main menu here. You can have photos, video, music, ebooks. I guess you can listen to ebooks while you're driving. There's different games. Let's see what kind of games we have on here. Chinese chess, Othello, Snake, your basic generic games. Calculator, FM. I guess this is also, if you want the voice commands to come over your stereo, you can enable this, and that way, you know, the sounds will come through your car speakers instead of using the speakers on the device. All right, so my father-in-law is going to be using this mostly, so I'm going to go through the settings under navigation, and we're going to do sounds and warnings and see if we can change this to Spanish right out of the box if we have to download something. We'll use Mexico. It's not his, that's not where he's from, but it's probably the closest. Let's do.
Que tenga buen viaje, maneje con cuidado.
So that's Spanish. So we're gonna leave it there, and we're gonna check out to see how the directions are.
A 600 pies, gira a la derecha. Luego, tome la próxima a la derecha.
Well, it's in Spanish. I didn't have to download it or anything. Everything was loaded on the actual GPS. So that's a really nice feature. All right, so as you can see, the battery's charging. I think it's a good unit, I guess, if you want to put like on a bicycle or on a motorcycle, because you can unclip it. You just pull this tab and the whole tablet kind of comes out, and you can use it with battery. This is the other product that I had used, was a solar powered tire pressure monitor. That's worked great. Like I said, I'm putting a link in the description and in the video. These I got off, you can actually get them off of Amazon. That's where I got mine from. But the vendor for this just sent me out, wanted my honest review. So that's what I did. I did an install here on this vehicle, and like this car doesn't have a GPS system, so it's something nice to have. All right, so that has been my unboxing and my review of this GPS navigation system. It's pretty straightforward. It works really well. It picked up the GPS signal as soon as I got outside. It needs a view of the sky, but it picked it up. It loads pretty quickly. Has a bunch of extra features on it. Normally, like for me, for this car, probably the only thing that we would use would be navigation. But there's ebooks, there's games. I guess, the nice thing is you can actually remove it from its bracket. So in case you got kids in the car, if they want to play some games on there or watch some, you can load some videos or movies. So you can actually, in theory, you can load some movies onto it, and you can put it up on your windshield. And if you face it towards the back, the kids could, feasibly they could watch movies, and you could throw the sound for the movie through your car stereo so that the whole vehicle can hear the movie that's up front. So that's something that's kind of extra, but I think definitely if you can hook this up to your computer, you can load videos onto it. So you can load a couple movies on there for a long trip. And if you're not using the GPS, then the kids can listen to music. You can throw the sound through the FM. You just choose one of the radio stations and you sync it, and the sound will come through your speakers. So overall, I think it's a pretty nice unit. It's a heck of a deal for the price that you have to pay. I think this one was around $30-something. I'll put a link in the description. But for $30, it's one heck of a deal. I mean, I would definitely recommend it if your vehicle doesn't have a GPS system. Or honestly, sometimes what happens also, I travel a lot, and a lot of times when I travel, the rental cars don't have GPS in them. So this is something that you can just toss in your backpack and take with you when you go on these trips, to other states. When you rent a car, you can just put this into whatever car you're in, and that way you have GPS navigation no matter where you are. So that's going to be it for my review. I definitely will recommend this product. It's pretty easy to use, it's self-explanatory, super easy to install. It comes with the bracket, with the suction cup. I like the fact that you can remove it from that bracket easily. So if you don't want to keep it in the car, because you know somebody might break into the car to try to get it, then this is something that can easily be removed from the vehicle. So I'm gonna definitely give it my endorsement. I think it's a great product. You know, like I said, if your car doesn't have GPS. And I just want to thank you for watching. If you like this review, you know, you can check out my other reviews. But if you like the video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Hit the like button. And any comments, if you have this and you've used it for a while, and you know, if you want to give me your take on it, then I'd appreciate it in the comments also. So anyways, you guys stay safe, take care, and I'll see you at the next video.